A while back I made a video on why Garden Warfare 3 would not be a thing, why it will never happen. And let's be honest, we all know the reason why it would never happen, or well, why we thought it would never happen. Battle for Neighborville is such a terrible game. It destroyed the building blocks of Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. It destroyed it. Like, don't get me wrong, the running mechanic is good in that, but there was too many changes that were just not necessary. There was so much leaning into in-game currency, and it was horrendous. Like, let's be fair. There was no different variation of plant or zombie. There was only just the original variation of plant and zombie, and poor Chomper, by the way. This poor man had to, like, suffer throughout this whole game. No variation of Chomper equals bad Chomper. Like, I'm sorry, but Hot Rod Chomper was needed. Fire Chomper was needed. Electro Chomper was needed. Every single variation of Chomper was needed for this man. Even Unicorn Chomper was needed. This poor man suffered. Like, I'm not gonna go too much into BFN, but if you want me to, I will. Although, then again, I might just make it either way. But yeah, BFN practically killed the Garden Warfare series. Practically killed it. And honestly, I see it as a non-canon game. It is not canon.
You understand? I don't like it! I don't like to think about it!
Nothing about this game has similarities. Nothing about this game is, you know, remotely as good as the Garden Warfare duology. Like, let's be honest. And at this point in our lives, we realized that Garden Warfare 3 was to never exist. Now, the conversation on Garden Warfare 3 is still up in the air, still wondering, oh, could it be a possibility? And yes, but it's also not possible. Is it more possible to have updates on Garden Warfare 2? Possible, yes. And I'm gonna go through a few things that's got my mind jogging, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Let's start off with the not possible. The not possible, for the main fact that, honestly, it's pretty much easier to talk about. The not possible. Why is it not possible? Because Battle for Neighborville exists. I don't think any of you guys realize how much of a bullet, how many bullets were ripped into the Garden Warfare franchise because of Battle for Neighborville. The reputation of Garden Warfare was destroyed because of the similarities that they have. The similarities. They decided to completely shred it apart and just try and put it back together, but it didn't happen at all. Why change something that was so good and then turn it into something terrible? I honestly don't understand. You have such a simple formula, but it was such a fun formula. The designs as well were really, really good. They weren't bad and they weren't smooth. We ain't talking Carlos Sainz smooth, we're talking about Lando Stroll smooth. Like, we ain't talking good smooth, you know what I mean? Like, the designs of Citron was murdered. The design of the pea shooter was murdered. The design of Colonel Corn, of practically every single zombie and plant in that game, was murdered. The only plant and zombie that was practically fine was like the new 3 zombies and plants that they introduced, for the main fact that they were made for this game. They were made for it. They were made for the game. They were made for that version of the game, and they weren't made for Garden Warfare. That's what's so special about Garden Warfare 1 and 2, is that they were made for each other. They were compatible. The old zombies and plants that were made in Garden Warfare 1 were good for Garden Warfare 2 because they were practically the same. It was pretty much the same game, just updated graphics and also new plants and zombies and maps, and also more customization, and it was great. We loved it. It was, you know, all that you had to do was follow the simple formula of, oh, hey, here's Garden Warfare 2, add more customization, add 3 more plants and zombies, and then Bob's your uncle, and also increase the customization, and make sure that the game doesn't depend on in-game currency. That's all you had to do, and that's what we love about Garden Warfare 2 and Garden Warfare 1. It doesn't force in-game currency down your throat, unlike many other games nowadays. Assassin's Creed, FIFA, there are so many other games, you know what I mean? Like, just, that's all you had to do. No forced in-game currency, have it there if you want, and then over time, add new plants, add new zombies, Bob's your uncle, and you know, you're all good. Unfortunately, we ended up with Battle for Neighborville, and that's one thing, well, that's the only thing why I think Garden Warfare 3 could never happen. Although, let's talk about how it could happen. Let's talk about the new how it could happen, and honestly, I think there's only one way how it could happen. And honestly, if you've been living under a rock about Garden Warfare news, you may or may not know about the whole dev thing, the whole dev statement from EA. So EA has basically came out and said that they're surprised about the support, that Garden Warfare 2 is happening. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a good game. Why would you be surprised about the support? Number two, they also said that the support for the game has been shut down, so there's been no new updates, no anything. So it's practically been shut down on their end. And honestly, the support for the game has been, especially right now, has been amazing. It has skyrocketed. Now, honestly, this was months ago. So I'm not sure how it's going on at the moment. If you want to play the game, please get it. It's very cheap. And if you haven't played it, please play it, because at the end of the day, you're missing a fantastic experience. But basically, what we've been told, just to sum up the whole statement, because I know it's just a bunch of words, if you do go and I'll put it in the description, but if you're not one for wordy words, basically in short is that surprised about the game having support even till this day, even though it's having no updates, no anything about the game. So they're surprised about that and they're happy about it. If we keep it up, what's been said is we keep it up, then there might be a possibility of having updates again. And I'm hoping if we keep it up, then there's a possibility of having Garden Warfare 3, actual Garden Warfare, not some weird non-canon event, you know what I mean? But again, there's more likely to have updates again to Garden Warfare 2 than anything else, so don't have your high horses very high, you know what I mean? So just keep it simmer, keep the support going, and honestly, the fact that this is happening, and I think the main play of support has been from Garden Warfare YouTubers like Splashywashi and Wolfie Players, amongst other YouTubers, and the fact that we are still getting players, new players at that. I've seen a few new players. I'm thankful that we are getting new players, and yes, it's mainly been happening when it's on a deal, but even so, the base price is not that expensive, especially nowadays. So please check out the game. And to be honest, have fun. That's what this game is. It's just some cartoony fun. And not to take it too serious, alright? Not to take it too serious. Although there are people that do that and sweat so hard that you can smell it from in your room. It's just a little short video on Garden Warfare and just Garden Warfare 3, so everything Garden Warfare. So it's just good to me that something from my childhood is just pops back up. And I love it, and it's just amazing to see. It's just amazing. But with that being said, I'll see you in a bizzle. Take care and peace.
I can't believe her. I couldn't see the sun when I was with her. She's bitter. She must have said 1,000 lies to cheat her. I can't believe her. I thought she was mine till I was with her. She's bitter. She must have said 1,000 lies. I can't believe her. I couldn't see